these two great YouTubers have fairly similar audience sizes, with several million subscribers. So, how can they be in such different financial positions? One a multi-millionaire, one in credit card debts. And of course, it's not just these two. There is a divide all across YouTube, where some creators seem to have incredibly glamorous, luxurious lifestyles, whilst others talk about struggling to even pay their bills. Now, their spending habits are obviously a factor in that too, but the truth is that when it comes to making money from YouTube ad revenue, views are not paid equally. Some creators get paid far more for the exact same amount of views. You see, YouTube don't set a price for ads. They don't say, you'll get X dollars for X views. Instead, every time an ad is displayed on a video, advertisers bid how much they're willing to pay to be in front of that content. Which means that for certain types of videos, advertisers will pay much, much more. Let's go back to our example of Graham Stephan and Laugh. The reason Graham's ad revenue is considerably higher is because he talks about finance and investing, topics which advertisers are willing to pay much more to be in front of. That's typically because if you're selling something finance related, you often have higher profit margins, and you also know that anyone watching a finance video is very likely to be interested in what you're selling. Whereas Laugh's channel was pranks and now vlogs. To advertisers, those aren't the types of videos that they want to pay a lot to be in front of. They don't fully know who's going to be watching those type of videos, and they don't really relate very well to any particular products or services. So, when it comes to YouTube ad revenue, the riches are in the niches. Certain types of videos are simply much more valuable to advertisers, and so they will earn far more. And if you have your own channel, when you go into Creator Studio, you'll be able to see which of your videos advertisers are paying most for by looking at the CPM. This metric tells you how much advertisers pay for every 1,000 monetized views of that video. So, hypothetically, a comedy sketch may have a $2 CPM. A video about insurance could have a $40 CPM, which means that for every 1,000 views, the insurance video is getting 20 times more money. After 1 million monetized views on both videos, one would have about $2,000 and the other would have $40,000. And whilst that may seem a little unfair, it does make sense. Because you can imagine an insurance company would be willing to throw big money to be in front of a video that's about insurance. Whereas not many companies are going to throw big money to be in front of a comedy sketch. However, if you are in a niche with a typically low CPM, remember that every video is ranked individually. So if you were making a comedy sketch, if it was a comedy sketch about making money, finance, investing, real estate, business, lawyers, or anything else that advertisers would likely pay more for, you can still get a high CPM. Because YouTube is looking at the words you say within your video and your title and tags. For example, if we go back to Laugh, he said that one of his most profitable videos of all was when he interviewed a day trader. Now, he has interviews with far more views, but because day trading and investing are keywords with such high CPMs, he made considerably more money from that video. So if you really wanted to, you could deliberately make content around topics that are known to be more profitable. This meme perhaps sums it up best.
You are making $500,000 and you are only gonna pay me 30? You're getting 30 grand? I'm getting 1,000!
But you guys are getting paid?
But that's not the full picture. Advertisers don't just pay more for certain topics and keywords. They also pay more depending on who the ad is being shown to. For example, most advertisers will pay considerably more for views from people in first world countries, especially America and the UK, simply because they know people in these countries typically have a higher amount of disposable income to spend on their products and services. After all, it's a bit pointless running an ad for a $500 product in countries where the average citizen could never afford that. In fact, because of the large amount of data Google has on most people, advertisers can target their ads based on a huge amount of different factors, even things like interests and estimated household income. So, the amount a YouTuber earns is not just based on what their video is about, but also who is watching it and how much advertisers are willing to pay to be in front of those types of people. Because advertisers will bid more to be in front of certain demographics and topics, which will drive the CPM up, so the creator earns much more money. And so you can see why a site like Social Blade that tries to estimate YouTuber earnings is never going to be accurate. You can see here, they're guessing the CPM is between 25 cents and $4, which for many channels is incredibly low. And even if it is between that range, there's a big difference between 25 cents and $4 per 1,000 views. So Social Blade can't possibly give you a reliable estimate of ad revenue. But hold up, because this is just the tip of the monetization iceberg. For the richest YouTubers, ad revenue is not how they make most of their money.